What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road excuse me, of The Road to Glory. On the screen right now you can see the team that I'm going to be using in the first couple of games. I switch in-game to a 4-1-2-1-2. You could probably work out who I play and where, but if not, right at the end of the video I will be going into a live section where we talk about footies and some stuff going forwards. All of this gameplay was played before footies at 6 PM, then the live section was done after 6 PM. After the footies came out. However, I'm recording this now at 8:30, so the reason why there's no face cam on the video today is because the video renders exceptionally quicker without a face cam than with a face cam. It's already 8:30, the video is due to go live at 10. It's already anyway, it's probably going to be a little later than 10. You know, 20 minutes to record will take me to 10 to 9. It's going to take at least 20 to 30 minutes to render. We're looking at 9:30, 20 to 10, and then maybe like 30 minutes to upload. So it's probably going to be like 10:15, 10:30 that you see this video anyway. So apologies for it being a bit late. I've got some good comments, but first and foremost, I just want to talk about why I've gone back to two teams. Well, first and foremost, I spent the whole weekend, or the whole week, opening bronze packs to get fitness cards prepared for this weekend league, and I got perfect amount. And then my rewards were so good that the untradeable team that I've built here, I was like, you know what? This is a good team. It's one or two players away from being an incredible meta team, but this team is really, really good. Carvajal, fantastic. Azpilicueta and Keane, fantastic. Alonso at left back, I really like him, but I would be interested in purchasing the team of the season Alonso. You know, I've got 500,000 coins in the bank right now, which is pretty good. The team of the season Alonso is 230,000 coins, so I could upgrade to team of the season Alonso. In the midfield, in the 4-1-2-1-2, I use Nainggolan at CDM, and we're going to talk about him a little bit in a second. I use Eriksen at left centre mid, and Isco at right centre mid, and Salah at cam, and then Icardi and Son at striker. Now, Icardi and Son are fine. Salah's fine as well. I've not got the best out of him yet, but I haven't really, like, you know, I'm just adjusting to the 4-1-2-1-2 itself, let alone using brand new players and such. But I'm enjoying Icardi a lot. He's very clinical in front of goal. The problems I have is Eriksen, Isco and Nainggolan. One of the big reasons why I changed the team that I used last week was because of Isco and Nainggolan, and we swapped those out for Hamsik and Team of the Year Modric, and now I've gone back to using them in another team and a worse version of Nainggolan. So I understand that on that note, this team is, you know, last week as I spoke to Inception and he said, you know, my problems are Nainggolan's linear. He's very short, 3-star, 3-star, and Isco has no defensive qualities, and they were my outside midfielders. Well, now Nainggolan I'm using at CDM, and although he is still short, that is still a problem. I think he's better suited as a CDM than as a centre mid. So that takes us to Eriksen and Isco. Eriksen, I think, is just too good to not have in the team. Same as Salah. I would probably prefer, by the way, what a goal that was. That was an absolutely banging goal. I would probably prefer to play Eriksen at cam, but Salah isn't good enough to play at centre mid. So what would happen there is I'd have to just take out Salah for someone, and I don't really want to do that. But this whole team, again, is in a situation where even though I'm winning games and I'm doing good things with it, we're in a position where the team needs, the second team, the untradables team, needs upgrading. The main team, I think, is pretty much complete. Because the Marcelo is red now, I'm not going to upgrade to his team of the year. I don't think it's valuable enough to upgrade Ramos's team of the year. So this team is basically complete, the main team. There's one thing that I wouldn't mind changing. I don't know how I'll change it. We'll talk about that when we get to the comments from the last video, though. And then the second team, you know, Isco and Nainggolan are worth a change, I think. I will change them based on who the premium SBCs are over the next 3 weeks. Obviously, we've got Dirk Kuyt today, who's useless. 2-star, 3-star, literally absolutely useless. He's only about 110,000, 115,000 coins, but I don't want to use him. I don't want to do him. I don't want to complete the SBC. I don't want to waste the coins on him. I will never use him. And then Francesco Totti, he would actually fit into this team. Because not only could I play Totti, I could also put El Shaarawy in, and get rid of Isco, and that would be the complete set then. You know, I'd have all the Roma players in there, Nainggolan, El Shaarawy, Totti, Salah. You know, it would be very, very easy for me to build a very, very strong Calcio EPL hybrid. The reason why I don't want to get Totti is simply because his stamina levels are utterly, utterly horrific. He has 70 stamina, but he has 99 acceleration. And the problem with that is, because he sprints so quick, he will lose energy very quick. I've been watching streamers use him, and Marshall as well has been using him, and you're literally looking at, by the 45th minute, he is dead. He is in the red in the 45th minute. You know, like usually, most players are still in like the dark green. Like it starts off light green, like 99 is light green, then it goes down to dark green, down to orange, and then down to red, and like kind of goes through that color scale. Most players are in the dark green or on the edge of dark green and dark orange when they go into the half-time mark. But Totti seemingly is in the red all the time, and that is not a player that I want to invest my cards in. He wouldn't actually cost me anything because I've got enough in the club already to complete him. The one thing I'll say though is he's there for 86 days. So given what we earn from rewards over the next 3 or 4 weeks, plus the monthly rewards in 4 weeks' time, who knows? I might turn around and be like, you know what? Let's do Totti. You know, he's there for 86 days. He's literally there until FIFA 17 finishes. Those SBCs are there. So it might be a case where at some stage down the line, I turn around and I'm like, okay, we can, you know, we can go and get him. But right now, immediately, I don't want to go and get him. But that's not to say that I'm not interested in upgrading the second team that I've got, because like as I say, initially I was going to use one team this weekend league, but because of how good my rewards were, I wanted to put all those players in a team. I managed to fit them all in, and all we're really looking at is Nainggolan is a little short to be a CDM. However, a lot of people use Kante and love him, so I'm gonna give him a real good shot at CDM and not try and use his height as a bias against him. The only other player that I'd be interested to really improve is Isco. But to take out Isco, I would have to take out Carvajal as well, which again, I'm not opposed to. So if you guys have got any kind of thoughts on what you would do, you know, given a 400 to 500k budget, what would you do with my second team? If you want to skip back to the start of the video, you can pause the video and have a look exactly what I've got. I don't care what formation it has to start in or how it starts, because I'm more than happy to change formations in game. One thing that I've actually been doing on the main team is starting with the 4-3-2-1 now and swapping if I need to switch. What I'm trying to do is recognize strengths and weaknesses within the game. One of the issues that I've had over the previous weeks and months in Foot Champs is that I've just stuck to what I've had and never deferred. You know, if there are so many games last week even. I remember a couple of games last week where I was like playing the 4-3-2-1 and I'm getting countered a lot, and I think to myself, you know, like in my mind's eye, I'm saying to myself, I'm literally saying, my inner voice, I'm saying to myself, hey man, you could really use a central defensive midfielder here because this guy is breaking through your midfield easy. You should switch formations. But the egotistical moron in me sits there and says, no, you've got this. It's fine. So this weekend league, what I'm trying to do is recognise what the issue is in the game. You know, the tough games, the games against solid opponents, they're usually the games where I'd need to switch to a 4-1-2-1-2 to give myself that extra defensive qualities. So in the games that are tight, the games that are tense, and the games that are tough, I'm switching up into a 4-1-2-1-2 on the main team. But in the games that are relatively simple, I'm just staying in the 4-3-2-1 because it's unnecessary to switch out of it. So those are the changes that I'm making. So, comments. Liverpool fan says, hi Nep, there's a new no-loss glitch. Thoughts? Interestingly, dude, I usually am on top of the glitches. When I have a friend who is in like the Brazilian FIFA community, and they're the guys that usually exploit and find the glitches. I don't know how and I don't know why, but I normally hear about glitches weeks before they become popularized. You know, normally like the forced disconnect glitch last time, the substitute glitch a few months back. I knew about them literally weeks before anyone had ever mentioned or spoken about them, because my friend, he'll message me or DM me about, hey man, new glitch, this is it, This is how it works. This is what it does. And more often than not, I'll send that to EA and be like, hey dudes, this is, you know, this is a new glitch, and it won't even become popular. But this new no loss glitch, I've heard about it. I haven't seen it or felt it. Like I saw Phantom SFX was streaming earlier, and he had someone quit on him immediately. And Marshall as well was playing games earlier, and he had someone quit on him immediately. And I've been seeing a lot of chatter about a new no loss glitch in comments, etc. For me personally, I haven't heard of it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does, and I don't know how to do it, which is new for me because usually I'm on top of these things. So yeah, I have no thoughts on it yet because I don't know what the effects of it are. You know, not that I think glitches should be in the game anyway. I think especially no loss glitches and forced disconnect glitches, I think they're really negative impact on the game. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it so far. Zlatan Ibrahimovic says swap Torres and Suarez for more chem, and a lot of people gave advice. I knew Torres would get more chem at striker and Suarez would get 8 chem still at cam. The reason why I didn't switch them is because it would have cost me money to change the positions, and I knew that rewards were coming out, so I had a feeling it was likely. I had a feeling that it was unlikely that I would have kept the same team going forwards, and so I didn't want to waste my coins swapping the position changes around for a couple of Division 1 games, which is why I didn't change anything. Lord Guna says, Nep, any chance your team will change at all? Anyone like Sanchez coming in? He does bits for A9 skills. So yeah, as I mentioned a little bit earlier on in the video, there's only one player in the team that I'm not completely set on, and that is Dries Mertens. Don't get me wrong, he's done a good job for the club. He's got like a goal contribution per game, which, considering how well Hazard and Lukaku are doing, and given the fact that he's playing as my cam, I find that to be remarkable. But I'm not. I don't know, man. I don't feel his presence in the game. I don't get hold of Mertens and think, right, we can do work here. I get when the ball goes to Hamšík or Modric or Hazard or Lukaku, I'm like, yes, we've got things on here. Things are about to happen. When the ball goes to Mertens, I'm kind of like, I don't really care. It's like, you know, it just doesn't tickle me. It just doesn't do anything in the games. I find him to be like really just a nothing player. The issue is that the link from Mertens is important for Hamšík in the way that I've set the team up initially. Of course, I can change into a 4-3-3 because there's less links there. But I don't know how I would necessarily get Alexis Sanchez in the team and on chem, or not suffering too much chem. And it's fair to say, when looking at the pricing, Dries Mertens is currently 550 and Sanchez is currently 950, so he's 400,000 coins more. So for me to get Sanchez in the first place, I would have to sell Mertens and then use all of my remaining coins. But as it is right now, I don't think it's necessarily necessary. I will look at what I can do with the team and how to get Mertens out and somebody else in. But the bottom line most likely is that that Mertens will go, but I don't know who would come in. I honestly just don't know who I'd bring in. You know, there's no one really that entices me. Like Mane is a bit meh. Kane, obviously, I don't want. I've got Hazard and Lukaku. Don't care about Dele Alli. Don't care about Kante. And then the other attackers, Ibra doesn't really fit the role. Costa isn't really the right dude for the job. I don't know, man. I'll look at the team after I do this video and I'll take a good look. But probably for this weekend league anyway, I'm going to just stick with the same players that I've currently got, though, to be perfectly honest. Then we get a comment from Alexis Henry. Says, hey Net, what happened with the talk video that should have been uploaded every Thursday? I literally spoke about it yesterday. So I saw this mentioned several times, but in yesterday's video I mentioned a lot of people wanted it as a podcast for whilst they're playing their FUT Champs games. So it was actually supposed to go out on Thursdays. It was supposed to go out on Sundays, and then I was going to change it to Thursdays, but then you guys asked for it Fridays or Saturdays. So it's already so late today that I didn't have time to do it today, and I want to have a guest with the next one. I don't want it to just be me. And it's just really difficult to get the, you know, to find someone to come and chat with me about the topics that I want to talk about at the time that I want to talk about them. But rest assured that either tomorrow or Sunday, I know Sunday might be a bit late, but it might just be Sunday anyway. Tomorrow or Sunday, the vlog style video will be on its way. Gaza said comments disable on main account. I did indeed, dude. On the monthly Foot Champs videos, I disabled the comments on my main channel. Most of the reason, like, I've been contemplating disabling comments for a long time anyway. Just in general, right? Because there's very, like, not like this channel. This channel's different, right? I spoke about this before, you know. This channel has a really good community. This channel's just it's different. I'm seeing a few more dickhead comments creep in of people self-promoting and just putting memes in and you know, just the traditional hate and, you know, oh, first dislike and things like that. I see a lot more of that in here every now and then on this channel, but generally speaking, this channel is always good for discussion in the comment section. But on my main account and on many people's main channels, the comment section is literally up to 95% of people just memeing, self-promoting, abusing, hate speech, or, you know, oh, first, no, I was first, or, you know, 1,000 likes and your dad will come home. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point of having comments on when it's not constructive to the video or important to the video? So I thought, let me test it out. And then pack opening specifically, it's always people ruining the video. Oh, you're here for 7:15, 8:42, and 9:06. Thank me later. Look, like, no, fuck you later, dude. Like, you know, you're ruining my video and my content. If people don't want to watch the whole video and just want to see the highlights of the pack opening, wait until someone steals it. Right? Wait until someone steals it and uploads it on their channel as a highlight video, and then just watch the highlight videos. Lots of channels do it. Lots of content creators out there just steal other people's work and put it up for their own gain. So wait for those ones, right? Just wait for the top 10 Foot Champions monthly packs. Just wait for that video, then go and watch that. If you don't want to, you know, or click through the video yourself. Don't be lazy. Just click through. Oh, I'm not interested in this. Click, 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 click. Oh, there's the packs. Let's watch the packs, you know? Like, you don't have to, like, ruin everybody else's day and everybody else's experience by putting the timestamps in the chat. So I thought, you know what? For pack opening specifically, I'm definitely going to disable comments. And for many other videos, I'm probably going to disable comments. But we'll see how it goes. Clinical D says, wish I could make top 100, but unfortunately, I have a life. So what's interesting about that comment, and the reason why I picked that, is because next year for me is going to be really interesting. Obviously, as a YouTuber and as a content creator, doing what's best for my work is best for my life, right? Because, you know, YouTube is a fickle world. If I stop doing something, you know, if I didn't play Foot Champs this year, I almost definitely wouldn't get nearly as many views as I do, and I wouldn't earn as much money as I earn, and I wouldn't be able to live a life, right? I'd have to go and get a regular person's normal 9-to-5 working job, or a job back in a pub, or a job at McDonald's, or a job stacking shelf in Tesco's, something like that, you know, a job that I don't want to go to, a job that I don't want to do. But this year has been so taxing on like my family time, and on my personal time and my personal life, and on my mental health, because of the stress of Foot Champs and the amount of hours it takes up. What you saw last week was me do 20 games on Friday and 20 games on Saturday. And I'm going to try and start doing that again. Like, I've already played 11 games in this video, and it's Friday night now. I'm going to try and get 9 more games out today and get 20 complete and 20 on Saturday. Even if it's detrimental to my finish, even if it only means I finish gold 1 mostly, and maybe the odd elite here or there. I'm going to keep trying to do that, because I want to be able to have a day where I can just go and do something with my family on the weekend, or even just watch a movie with my daughter or something, you know, or go see someone, go see a friend, go play a game of football. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I need a day where I don't have to sit there worrying about slamming into Foot Champs. And people say, oh, what about Monday to Thursday? Well, my daughter, she goes to nursery, you know, I've still got to make YouTube videos. Like, it's like the weekends are the times where most people spend time with their families. I know there's a lot of dads and a lot of mums out there that work on weekends. There's a lot of kids that go away for weekends and so on and so forth. But, you know, stereotypically, weekends is family time. So I definitely want to try and structure myself a bit different. So if next year Foot Champs is like crazy again like this, I don't know what I'm gonna do for Foot Champs and for content, because I honestly don't think I could put myself through another full year of playing 40 games a weekend. I just don't think I could do it. I don't think I have the mental stress and the mental capabilities to do such a thing. That FIFA guy ET9 says, "What's up, Net? Would you like something in the menu where you can see the previous month's monthly and weekly ranks and number of wins that show your best ever Foot Champs finish and number of wins? I learned many things about FIFA by watching your videos. I improved a lot. You're my favourite FIFA YouTuber. I hope you finish top 100. Wish you the best of luck." Well, thank you for the kind words, dude. Yeah, dude, man, more stats, more stats, more stats, more stats. I'm totally down for that. They have it for seasons. They have it for draft. Why not have it for Foot Champs too? Isaac Coleman says, "If you could get one SBC that you missed out on, who would it be? Love the vids, and bro, and keep on keeping on." Well, I appreciate the kind words, Isaac. Honestly, I thought about this. Other than potentially David Luiz, who probably wouldn't even be in my team now anyway, I don't think, although if I did do that David Luiz SBC, if that comes back, I might do it, because I think playing him at centre-back with Azpilicueta would be really good. But outside of that David Luiz card, with how good my team is now, with none of them being SBC cards, I really don't think I regret or miss or like, I don't think I'd get any. You know, if EA re-released all of them, David Luiz is probably the only one that I would consider going back and getting. But if it was like even more than 50% the value of his team of the season card, then I just wouldn't, because I'd just go and buy his team of the season card and sell it whenever I didn't want it anymore. But other than that, I don't think there's any dude that I would want back again. Whatever EA do, I'm going to be picking up the cheap ones again, because it looks like they're having you require them to do these premium SBCs, which is great for people that got them in their clubs. But obviously, I used a lot of mine during the team of the season upgrades. Yeah. That's it really. So there you go, dudes. I'm 8-3 after 11 games. I was actually really happy with my performance after 11 games. Even though I lost 3 games, 2 of them were definitely winnable. This one here as well. The game that I lost after the red card, I didn't think it was a red card personally, but the guy beat me fair and square. You know, he outplayed me. But the other 2 losses, they were definitely winnable games. But the reason why I was still happy being 8-3 is because I was playing good FIFA. I was actually just playing really good FIFA in all 11 games. I played very, very good FIFA. I was just unfortunate and got outplayed in you know, parts of the games. But that, guys, is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's go live. So, guys, that was my 11 first games of Foot Champs. Now the Footies is here. Hey, FIFA fans, Footies 2017 starts now. Footies is a celebration of the best of the past Foot seasons. From July 7th through to August 18, join us for end of an era premium SBCs, Footies player voting SBCs, Footies Foot Champions bonus qualification, marquee transfers, and the returning best of content from FIFA 17 season. Voting SBCs. Every Tuesday, a new category of player nominations will be as Footies voting SBCs. Complete these SBCs to cast your vote for your favourite pink Footies items with base stats. The following Tuesday, the player with the most completed SBCs will have a Footies winner SBC with upgraded stats to go live. The winner SBC will require one of any Footies nominee players, so make sure you're voting for your favourite players. So it will require the Footies SBC to win, to get the upgraded SBC. Foot Champions bonus qualification says, during Footies, more players will have the opportunity to experience the Weekend League. Every win in the daily knockouts counts. Each win, the top 25 of non-qualified players, as determined by wins in the daily knockout tournaments, will also be qualified into the following week's Weekend League. Eligible players will receive qualification at 1700 UTC on the Monday following the week they earned their spot. Thanks for playing. So, straight off the bat, incredible things from EA. Secondly, I don't know if this was because of me, right? It probably wasn't, but I literally asked EA 2 days ago if we could have permanent 1500 coin bronze packs, and they did it. And credit to them for doing it. It's going to be a really, really effective way to make coins. It's going to also really, really reduce the price of fitness cards and fitness in general. And I think it's going to make it easier for everyone to play this game because of this, basically. I mean, straight off the bat, I've got a dude who I can sell for like 900 coins. We've got a few dudes here that we'll keep. But this is where it's important. Fitness cards, just big. They're going to be big. This is actually not the best pack. But overall, your 1500 coin bronze packs are going to be very good for you. Some stuff that's interesting before we go and talk about the squad and the results and stuff. You can vote on all 3 of these, which is intriguing to me, and they're very easy to complete. You just need a 77 rated squad with like no chemistry basically. I'm going to do all of them because I want the cards in my club. So I will do Mtiti, I will do Chris Smalling, and I will do Eric Bailly 100%. What category is this, by the way? Favourite centre back of FUT 17. But by the way, how is Mtiti in here? I never see this dude used. The marquee transfers are quite interesting. I'm probably not going to go for these. I know they've got 20 game loans, but for example, to trade in 1 Lyon player, 1 Arsenal player, 2 leagues, and a 78 rated team for an untradeable Lacazette. For an untradeable loan Lacazette, I'm never going to use him because he doesn't fit my team right now. You know what I mean? So the marquee transfers I'm probably not going to do. We get Tolisso in there now at Bayern, Salah at Liverpool, Silva at Man City, and Lacazette Arsenal. I'm not going to do those ones. The end of an eras are interesting to me. Dirk Kuyt I don't want to do just because his card is bad. Okay, he's got 2-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot, or 3-star weak foot and 2-star skill moves. And for a winger, he has no pace. So in terms of, remember when I said to you guys I'm going to start like really looking at what SBCs I do and don't do? This would be a guy that doesn't get into any team that I would use, and a guy that would just essentially be sat there in the club and would be a waste of coins, right? I was intrigued by Totti. The problem is, I could do this Totti for very, very cheap, right? Because I've got a lot of high-rated cards that are untradeable that I could turn in. You know, I don't know if I'd ever turn in Suarez because he's got a lot of history in this club. But I could turn in Oblak, I could turn in Ibra, I could turn in Lewandowski, I could turn in Silva, I could turn in Hazard, because now obviously I've got the 98 Hazard. I wouldn't turn in Torres, I could turn in Alderweireld. I could turn in Lukaku, again, because I've already got a Lukaku. I could turn in Heung-min Son, because I've got the other Heung-min Son. I could turn in Samuel Eto'o. And you would need like FUT Champs cards and stuff as well. I could turn in Diego Costa. I could turn in this Jonathan Vieira and this Pereira. So, in terms of what you need 14 of the season players. There's 1. Now, these are cards that I literally don't care about. There's 2. There's 3. And Silva would make 4. So that would be 14 of the season players. I'd have to go and buy a ones to watch card, but you'd need 2 SBC cards. For me, Lewandowski would just be gone because I literally just don't care about him. And it would probably be either Lukaku or Hazard, to be honest, because I know they've got a lot of history behind them. I just don't need them. I just don't need them. Failing that, I could go and turn in like Emre Can. Sterling or Son actually would be ideal because I never like the 84 Son because I just don't use these dudes anymore. So that is. Wait, why is that squad building challenge reward players? Oh wow, so the purples don't count, it's only the blues. Okay, so it'd have to be, I'll turn in Kazawa, that's just easy as you like. So Kazawa would go in there. We'd need an 88 rated team and 1 more red card. So I'd put this red card in here. Now I'd just need to make this an 88 rated team with enough chemistry and get a ones to watch card, which would be relatively easy to do, like just jigging around and stuff. I just don't think it's worth it for me personally. I don't think Totti's worth it. It's a nice card. 97 shooting, 99 passing, 97 dribbling, 89 pace, and 88 physical. You know, you stick a Hawk on him, he's basically complete. Or an Engine, he's done. You put a Hunter on him or you know, a Shadow on him to give him that pace boost, you've got a beast. But with 70 stamina, it's just kind of pointless. It's just kind of pointless. So that's where I'm at with that, dudes. Anyway, I sold a couple more items. I think my Marcelo sold, which is why he's there. 168 he sold for. What's interesting is I've been unable to sell this Carlos Eduardo for 28,000. I bet he's worth way more now. Oh, he's not. He's worth about 28. There's hardly any of them on the market. I'm probably going to keep him now because I bought him for so cheap. I'll keep him in case I use him. So for these current premium SBCs, dudes, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just gonna leave it as is, right? For FUT Champs, I'm 8-3. I'm not too disappointed with that because I'm playing good FIFA. One of the losses came from getting outplayed after I got a man sent off. I don't think I deserved to get the man sent off either. I got Azpilicueta sent off. I thought it was a good tackle. I thought it was a fair tackle in the box. The game decided otherwise and sent Azpilicueta off. I actually then conceded and then took the lead. But with 10 men, the dude was a decent player anyway. He beat me. The other two losses that came about, I probably should have won those games. But I don't really care that I lost because I played good FIFA. I tried my best in them and it just didn't fall my way. And that's too bad. One thing that's really awesome for this coming month is that for Elite 1, you only need 90 wins from 160 games. That is usually what Gold 1 is. So EA have reduced massively the required wins to get the top rewards for monthly. So it might be worth you dudes, if you normally you don't play out all your games because you've got no chance to get into Elite, you only need 77 wins to get Elite 3 for the month. That could be quite good. Could really be quite good. In terms of my teams, I was going to use just one team this weekend league. Because of how good my red cards were, this is the team that I built. Now, I'm happy to change this team as well. I'm happy to improve this team. This is what it looks like. This is what it starts out with. So we've got De Gea in goal, Carvajal, Azpilicueta, Keane and Alonso in defence. Eriksen, Icardi and Isco in midfield with Salah, Nainggolan and Son up front. But what it looks like in-game is this. I switched to this in-game, this formation. And I've been quite enjoying the team, really. This is what it looks like actually in-game. This is where we get to, right? So with that in mind, I could probably actually maybe build it a little bit easier. With that in mind, I would happily change, you know, one of the reasons why I changed teams in general is because Isco wasn't good enough defensively, which also Eriksen isn't. And Nainggolan is quite linear. So depending on what the special SBCs are over the next few weeks, I might upgrade this team with those special SBC cards. And I know I could upgrade this very comfortably by putting Totti in and by putting the El Shaarawy in. I'm just really turned off of that Totti card but because of that stamina. So that's where we're at, dudes. That also, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.